Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we'll learn about how to create tables. Tables are used to make some data arranged in a tabular format. Okay, tabular format means we have some data in rows and columns. Okay, there we use your table tag in HTML. Okay, let's start the topic. Now you can see I have just made a basic structure of your HTML. There is a by default structure of HTML. Now this is our topic, tables in HTML. Okay, now before starting the table we should know that what type of table you want to make, means how many rows and how many columns we have in a particular table. Okay, for this I want to make this particular table. Suppose for example I want to make this particular table. It means you have to mention, you have to know that how many rows and how many columns we have. You can see horizontal direction it will represent your rows, and in vertical direction it will represent your columns. Okay, that means 1 2 3 4 number of rows we have, and 1 2 3 4 5 number of columns we have. Okay, and you all know that each box or each cell, that interaction of the rows and column represents a cell. This is a cell, this is a cell, this is a cell. Okay, the interaction of rows and column makes a cell. This is the table which I want to make now. Okay, now to make a table in HTML you have different tags to implement within table tag. Okay, starting with the table tag, you have to give the table tag over here. Okay, after giving the table tag, what I want is whenever you want to start the table, after the table tag you have to start it with rows. You have to start it with the rows. Okay, first of all you have to start a row. To start a row, what you have to do, just start the table row tag, that is called tr, table row. It means I have just initialized or start a row. Okay, and in this row we have how many cells we have, 1 2 3 4 5. It means I have to make 5 number of cells in this particular row. That means each cell you will represent with this tag, that is called td, table data. TD stands for table data and TR stands for table row. And in this table data what I have to write, that is code. Just write over here code, close the cell. Okay, you have to close it side by side. Okay, and after that we have name, we have age, we have city, and we have department. And make the cell like TD and mention text which you want to display. And after that which text we have, age. Okay, I just mentioned age over here. Close the cell, and I have city cell. Okay, and you can say after that I have department. Okay, now you can see I have just made 5 number of cells with the help of table data onto this particular row. Now I have just created 5 cells, and after that you can see there is no cell left. That means you have to close the row over here. Okay, you have to close the row over here. Just close the tr tag over here. Okay, start with the table. Now you can see I have just defined the first row over here, and according to this table I have just made 5 number of cells. Okay, now just start with the second row. Again I have to make a row. Whenever you want to make a row, start the tr tag, that is table row. And in this table row we have 5 number of cells again, and data, this is the data, and just mention the data what I have to type. Let you, this is the code. Okay, and you can say this is the name. Okay, start the table data tag. Okay, write the data and close the table data tag. Okay, age is, let it be this one. Okay, and after that I have the cell for city. Let it be city is this one. Okay, this is the city, and I said last is department. Let it be, this is the department. Okay, and department is this one. Just close the table data tag, and after that close the table row. Okay, I just made a mistake over here. No, just close the tr tag over here. Okay, you can see this is your first row, this is your second row. Okay, and each row contains 5 number of cells. Similarly make 2 more rows like this, and mention the data what I have written. Okay, I just copy and paste it. Just copy it and just paste it. Okay, so that we just want to make another row. Okay, mention the data, change the data, whatever you want to set. Let it be, I want to set this one, and age, let it be this one, and city, let it be New Delhi. Okay, and let it be department. This time I set let it be finance, or you can say training. Okay, and I have just make 3 rows, 1 2 3. I have left with the 1 row. Again I will copy this, okay, and paste it. If you don't want to copy and paste it, you can write it all the things. Okay, I have just made one more row, and data I want to set this one. Okay, this is a code, this is you can say your name, and this is the age, and this is the city I want. Okay, and this is your let it be department. Okay, now according to this particular table, I have completed the table. I have 4 number rows, 1 2 3 and 4. This is 1 2 3 4, and after that we have no more row left. Okay, then what you have to do, just close the table tag at the last. Don't forget to close the table tag. Okay, you have to close this after starting, and at the end you have to close it. Okay, now after saving the file, just try to refresh the page or try to see this output. Okay, double click on the file which I saved with this particular file name, that is table1.html. Okay, you can see the output on any of the browser. Okay, now you can see a table structure is there, but what is missing? The border, the outline is missing. Okay, you can see rows are there, you can see columns are there, but border is missing. So it means you have to mention the properties to display the border. Okay, to mention the border, you have some properties within the table tag. What you have to do, you have a border property. Okay, within the border property, I will mention let it be 5 pixels this time. Okay, save the file and just try to refresh it. Okay, just try to refresh it. See, this is the border. You can see the border will appear over here. Okay, you can in further you can change the border thickness, the border color. Okay, you can set different cell color, you can say set different you can say row color. Okay, now you can see after mentioning the border, what I want is I want to increase the space. I want to increase the space in between the cells, or outer spacing I want to increase. Okay, for that purpose what you have to do, I have to use some more properties for this. I have to use, let it be I say cell spacing, let it be I say 5 pixels. Okay, what does cell spacing means? Whenever you refresh the page, you can see this is cell spacing, means the outer spacing of the cell, the outer spacing of the cell will increase. Okay, if I try to increase the cell spacing, let it be 15 pixels this time, save the file and refresh it, you can see this is the outer spacing. Whenever you want to increase the outer spacing of the cell, just mention this particular property, that is cell spacing. Okay, I just give it 10 pixels this time. See the output, this is the output. Now what I want is I want to increase the inner spacing of the cell. Okay, inner spacing of the cell, that is the property you want to use, that it is let it be this time I say cell padding. Okay, is equal to let it be 10 pixel. Means whenever you write this property with this much of spacing, you can see the output. Refresh the page, see this is your cell padding. Okay, the outer spacing is related to cell spacing, the inner spacing is related to cell padding. Okay, remember this, cell spacing is the outer spacing, okay, this one, and cell padding is your inner spacing. Okay, now if I want to increase the size of the table, let it be width or let it be height, what you have to do, I have to give the width property over here, let it be I say let it be 400 pixels, save it and try to refresh it. You can see okay, border width is same. Okay, I just change it, let it be 600 pixels. Okay, save it and try to refresh it. You can see the width will increase according to whatever pixel you have given. Want to increase its height also, just mention the height property over here. Okay, I say height, let it be this time let it be 400 pixels I want. Save the page and just try to refresh the page. You can see the height of the table will get increased. This is up to your requirement ki what type of table you want to show, in which interface you want to show. Okay, I don't want height property, you can exclude this property as per the requirement. Okay, this is a very simple table which I have made. Now you can see I said that to make a row you will use a tr tag, that is table row. To make a cell, okay, to make a cell you will use a TD tag, that is table data. But you know, in the first row I have headings. Okay, in the first row I have some headings. For that I want that each heading should be aligned center and come as a bold, okay, as a bold text. For that purpose, what you have to do, just change the TD tag with the TH tag. Okay, TH stand for table heading. Okay, TH stand for table heading. You can see this here like this. Okay, this is your TH tag. Okay, TR table row, TD table data, TH table heading means the first row, my first row contains heading, and I want to align that text onto the center of the cell and will come as a bold. Okay, then contain that text within the TH tag, that is table heading. Okay, see the output. See, each text is aligned towards the center of the cell and coming as a bold text. Okay, this is a very simple table you can make in your HTML. Okay, want to make it colorful, we have some more properties to implement. Okay, now one more property I want to discuss in this topic, in this video, that is caption. Caption means giving a name to the table. Caption means to giving a name to the table. See, caption property has one condition, that whenever you want to give the caption, we have a caption tag. But where to give it? After giving immediately after the table tag. Okay, if I want to give this table a name, we have to give a caption property. But there is a condition that every caption tag must be written after the table tag. Okay, I just mentioned the caption tag over here. Okay, and let it be I say a table, let it be I say employee data. This is the text which I want to show as a caption, and close the caption tag over here. Okay, now if I try to see the output by refreshing the web page, you can see a caption will appear over here. By default, the text will appear at the center of the table. Center of the table. What I want is, I want to align this towards the left side, towards the right side. Okay, what you have to do, we have to implement the CSS properties for this. Within the caption, mention style. Style, I told you earlier that it indicates that we are going to implement CSS properties, and the method of implementation is inline CSS. And the property to align the text towards center is, that is text hyphen align colon, I say center is there, I say let it be left. Okay, it means whenever you refresh the page, you can see your text will align towards the left side. Okay, if I change it to right direction, by default it is center. Okay, just see, you can see it is towards the right hand side. Okay, now if I want that your caption will come towards the bottom direction, by default it is coming towards upside the table. What I want is, I want to display the caption towards the down direction. Then you have to implement one more property. For this you have to use a caption, okay, that is side. Caption side is a property which can be used to display this caption towards the bottom of the table. I say bottom. This is a property which I bought, caption hyphen side colon bottom. You can see whenever you refresh the page, you can see your caption will appear at the bottom of the table. Okay, if you want to center it, change this property, text line center. You want to align it left, you can change this to text line, you can say left. Okay, want to bold this text, you can simply bold the text within the B tag, that is bold. Okay, I just close the B tag, save it, and try to refresh it. You can see the text is bold over here. This is the caption you can give. Okay, now I want to make it more colorful. Okay, I want to make this complete row background color should be different. To make it more colorful, just you have to implement the CSS properties further. Okay, I want to change the background color of this row. I want to change the background color of this row. Okay, the first row. What you have to do? This is the first row, and TR tag which represents your row. Within this TR tag, just give the style property, which indicates that I am going to implement inline CSS, and use the background property, that is background hyphen color, and which color I want to give, like today pink color. Okay, you can see the output by refreshing it. You can see entire row color will be changed. Now what I want to change the color of this particular cell. Okay, what you have to do, go to this particular cell. Each cell you say will represent with the TD tag. go to this cell and mention the style and mention your background property, that is background color. I say let it be green, let it be any color you want, let it be magenta this time. Okay, any color you can give. Save it and try to refresh it. You can see the color will be different. Okay, want to make whole table colorful, just implement this property with the table tag over here. See, this is the table tag, and with the help of style I say a background hyphen color, which color I want to set. See, let it be I want to set purple color. Okay, this is the color which I want to set, purple. Okay, save it and refresh the page. You can see entire table color will be changed. Okay, not of this one, table row, table cell, because I have changed it individually. Okay, this is the very simple table you can make in HTML. Okay, if you like my videos, okay, kindly subscribe my channel to look for more videos. Okay, thank you.